I can't lie, all my life I've had it pretty good. I've lived in a stable household with a good family and I've never really had to struggle under any circumstances. And for this, I'm really grateful. However, lately my mind has been telling me that because of this, that I'm a spoilt little brat that deserves some pain and suffering. And to be honest, yeah, I totally agree. And for this reason, I've decided that there's no better way to suffer than going to 1-star rated places for the entire day. Starting with breakfast at a cafe called Journal. 1 star. So here I am, finally at the first 1-star rated place, and I actually don't know why it was rated 1 star because when I look right behind, just at it, it actually looks really damn good. But I guess I'm just gonna read some reviews to understand why this place was actually rated 1 star. Visamanthus. Just a little note to the blonde waitress who snarled at me for not ordering food with my morning coffee. Fix your attitude, honey, and get an education so you don't get stuck in a low-paying job that you obviously hate. 1 star. Laura. The service was poor and that's being generous. The blonde short-haired waitress had a major attitude and clearly doesn't enjoy her job. She forgot to place my order, then brought the wrong thing and finally got me what I'd asked for. Then she insulted me. So it seems that people have a real issue with the blonde waitress. Daniel. Every time I come here, they abuse me. Avoid at all costs. And based on all of these reviews, I've actually created a checklist that I'm going to be looking out for. The first thing, only order a coffee to see if the blonde waitress gets snarly at me. Number 2, after the coffee arrives, then order food to see if they give me the correct food order. And 3, see if I get abused. So I guess there's nothing else for me to do than to actually go in this cafe now and see if it actually lives up to its 1-star name. And start this terrible day. Well, here goes nothing. I'm about to step foot in this place. Hey, can I just grab a table for one? Thank you. Is that one there? Is that good? Awesome. Thank you so much. Can I just grab a coffee? Thank you.
Would you like a latte?
Yeah, could I have that? That would be awesome. Thank you. Well, the waitress wasn't actually blonde. I know they didn't actually get snarly at me when I ordered a coffee. So far, actually so good. The waitress was actually really nice, so I can tick that off the checklist. And now time for a tour of the place. So this place has books, cool lights, drinks, hipsters, flowers, and more cool lights. And someone who you're going to meet very soon. I might just add he is giving me a very villainous stare. Let's call him Bossman, because he runs the place. Hey, how you doing? Bossman was basically demanding me to order breakfast, so I went to order some. Could I grab the Journal egg? Yeah. And he made me pick from the lunch menu at breakfast time, so I ordered gnocchi for breakfast. Thank you very much. It is literally just about to be 11 a.m. and I can't order breakfast. I guess I'm starting with lunch today. Well, that means I have to have 2 lunches actually. And finally my coffee arrived. That is actually really good. Really good. This is a great start to the day. And literally 5 minutes later, my gnocchi arrived. And it looked really good. I can happily say that they remembered to give me what I ordered, so I can tick that off the checklist. Bussin'. That's really good. I decided to compliment Bossman on the food. Beautiful. Really good. But he just never said anything back to me. I'm not sure why, but he just really doesn't seem to like me. I've been nothing but nice to him. He's very attentive with the ladies though. Man seems to have his priorities straight. But in terms of the food I was eating, not bad. Not bad at all, I'll be honest. And just like that, Bossman took my empty plates. All done, thank you very much. That was really good. And after paying, I was off. And I was not abused. Time for my review. I ordered a coffee. The waitress did not get snarly. They gave me my correct order and I did not get abused. Food and coffee was good, but Bossman was not good. 3.5 out of 5 stars. And how has my 1-star day been so far? Honestly, pretty good. I am not complaining. But I guess now let's head to the next place and see if my day will actually get worse. But before I head to a 1-star restaurant for lunch, there's one place I have to go beforehand. Million Life. 2.2 stars. A place that is notoriously known for losing your money trying to win prizes from a variety of vending machines. The only review I need to show you guys is this one from James. Every machine is rigged. That's all you need to know. But my goal was to prove James wrong and win something. I came here to win. I'm actually the only one in here as well, which is good actually, because that means I can film without feeling socially awkward. So I had my eyes set on Charmander and it was time to win. Oh, I was so close. But I lost. Time.
and time again.
Oh my god, bro. I would break this machine, but I'm not willing to pay the repairs.
So I decided to swap machines, and yep, no luck.
Yep, it's rigged.
So I decided to take the L and leave, and James was right.
Well, that was a complete waste of time. I just wasted a bunch of money, and I'm now angry and disappointed. Honestly, more disappointed. Definitely 1 out of 5 stars for that, and I do not recommend it. But the next place could be even worse than what just happened, because the reviews on this one are absolutely ridiculous.
Lunch was upon us, so it was time to make my way to La Spaghettata. I actually don't know how to pronounce that, but 1 star.
I assume that it's Italian. But anyway, let's actually read these reviews to understand why this place was rated 1 star.
M. After walking into the restaurant, my friends and I were anticipating great Italian food because the air of the place was filled with the smell of Granny's house. For the entree, we ordered garlic bread. When it arrived burnt, we knew we weren't in for a treat. But I gave the place a chance, but when our mains came out, they were cold. The risotto was horrible, and the rice was uncooked. Now I am back home, angry and hungry. 1 star. Matt. The garlic bread was burnt, and I saw rats running around the restaurant.
I say don't be too quick to judge. It could have just been Remy from Ratatouille.
Steve. Worst place ever. And a brawl went down in the restaurant while we were there.
By the sounds of these reviews, it sounds like this restaurant is going to be a 1 star for service, but a 5 star for entertainment.
Based on these reviews, here's my checklist for the restaurant. See if the garlic bread's burnt. Find some rats running around the restaurant. And finally, see if a brawl happens.
And now it's time to see, will I suffer more or will the reviews just be totally unrelated to my experience? There's only one way to find out. Let's go.
So I had to ring a doorbell to enter the restaurant. Kinda interesting. And then I was brought to my seating area. And I can't lie, the atmosphere was really nice. It genuinely felt like I was in Italy.
I feel like I'm in Italy. This is great. Who said you need to book a plane all the way there when you can just come to Lygon Street?
And just as I was about to order my food, I met probably the nicest waiter ever, Vic, and the boss, Fabio.
Hello. We're having lunch.
I'm having lunch.
He's having lunch.
Well,
And I was just chopping up a great convo with the boss.
I love this already.
You know, being Italian, it's our nature to be
That's the way.
hospitable.
You've got to be
You were
accommodating.
nice to me, so I'm nice.
Hey,
to you.
thank you. I
You get
appreciate
what
it.
you give.
That's right. You get what you give. That's the
Yeah.
quote right there.
That's the quote of the day, everyone. And then I finally put my order in. I ordered the garlic bread for entree, steak for main, and a Coke to wash it all down. And there was Vic coming with my Coke.
Oh, beautiful. Thank you very much. Thanks, Vic. Appreciate it. It's not often you go to a restaurant and they actually give you a glass bottle as well. And Coke always tastes better in a glass.
And finally, the garlic bread had arrived. But would it be burnt according to the review? No, it looked absolutely wonderful. And it was absolutely delicious.
Sometimes, I genuinely wonder if these people that are writing reviews are even writing it to the right restaurant. Because this garlic bread is really good.
Ticking that off the checklist. Before the main came out, I decided that it was the perfect time to scope the restaurant to see if I could find any rats. I had a look on the bottom floor, and I went upstairs to check the top floor. And the toilets. And nope, there were no rats. Ticking that off the checklist as well. Now all that was left to do was to see if a brawl would happen. While I enjoyed my steak that was about to arrive.
Woo! Oh my gosh. Thank you so much. Vic, you're the best. Thank you.
The positivity that Vic had the entire time just made my day so much better. And there was my steak. And I have nothing else to say other than enjoy this time lapse of me eating it because it was delicious.
And to think this day was meant to be for me to suffer, come on.
But then the saddest thing happened. It was time to say bye to Vic because his shift was done.
This guy, Vic, amazing. Thank you for your service.
Thank you so
You're
much.
an absolute legend. Have a good one,
you.
alright?
You too.
See you
Bye.
later.
I'll never forget you, Vic. And 2 empty plates later, I couldn't be happier. And after saying bye to Fabio for such a wonderful lunch, I was off. And no brawls broke out. Time for my review. I ordered garlic bread to see if it was burnt. It was not burnt. I looked around the restaurants for rats, and there were no rats. I waited to see if a brawl would happen, and there was no brawl. The food was extremely good too, and Fabio and Vic was so nice. 5 out of 5 stars.
Why the hell was that rated 1 star? That was the most wholesome lunch I have ever had.
But was my amazing 1-star day about to take a turn?
Time to go to dinner.
The stop for dinner? Espressomondo. 1 star.
And it is literally behind where all of those umbrellas are. And it actually looks kind of good. And now once again, let's read the 1-star reviews.
Rex, you'll be greeted by a dirty old Chinese man with dirty shoes and obviously not a shower before he started work. Food also had hairs in it. The servings were miserly. We grimaced our way through it only to avoid starvation. No to the pizzas. 1 star.
Honestly, that is a really dark review.
Michael, no reviews yet? Well, that's not a good thing. Someone might make the mistake of ordering pizza from here. The pizza was gross. Tom, I don't know why I keep ordering from this place because each time I'm disappointed in myself for really thinking that I can give them another chance. It's a real shame. But you know what? Maybe I deserve it for being stupid enough to keep going back.
Based on these reviews, this place is meant to be really unhygienic. But as always, let's actually see if that's the case.
And as always from these reviews, here's our checklist. 1. See if I'm greeted by a guy that doesn't shower. 2. See if the pizza is gross. And 3. See if my food has hairs in it.
Yeah, time to go.
Hey, can I just grab a table for one?
For lunch, dinner?
Dinner, thank you.
So I've just made it in, and no, I was not greeted by a guy that didn't shower. Not at all, actually. It was the total opposite. He actually looked very presentable.
And that's the dude right there. He's looking good, he's got a fresh fade, he's got the apron on, and he is hygienic. So I'm gonna tick that off the checklist. And now time for a tour of the place. And yet what you see right now is literally everything. It was the size of a shoebox. And now it was finally time to order a pizza to see if it was really as bad as Rex and Michael said it was.
Could I grab the capricciosa?
And now all I had to do was wait. For much longer than I anticipated. I waited for a very long time. 40 minutes to be exact. For one item. And you know that's a long time because you finish your drink before the meal even comes out. And this is what I got. I don't know about you, but it looks frozen to me. And the cheese isn't even cooked all the way on the edge.
Let's hope it was actually worth it.
And it was just not worth it. It really wasn't good. The pizza base tasted like it was made before Christ was even born because it was extremely tough. And honestly, I left a bunch of the pizza because it really was gross. And Rex and Michael were right. Ticking that off the checklist. But hey, at least there was no hair in my food. Ticking that off as well. Time for my review. I was greeted by a waiter that was supposed to never have had a shower, but he looked really presentable. I ordered a pizza to see if it was gross, and it was gross. I went to see if there was hair in my pizza, but there were no hairs. Overall, an extremely basic experience. 2 out of 5 stars.
And it could only get worse from here. A 1-star hotel. I can't wait, let's go.
And here we are. City Lifestyle Accommodation. 1 star.
And from what I've heard, it's pretty bad. And this is the one that I'm probably looking forward to the least. And that's honestly just based off of these reviews.
Albert, my bed was full of bugs. 1 star.
Disgusting.
Enrico, would rather sleep on the streets than stay here.
That really doesn't sound inviting.
Eddie, I was there for 3 nights, and the man asked me to deposit $100. Until now, he didn't reply to my message to send back my deposit. And my toilet was broken, so be aware to choose this accommodation.
So basically, he just got scammed for his $100 bond. And so now I have a checklist for this place.
1. See if I have bed bugs. 2. See if my toilet is broken. And 3. See if I get scammed.
Off to the 1-star hotel. I actually don't know how to get into this place. I really don't know what I'm doing right now.
And then I thought I finally found the reception.
Hey, how's it going? Is this the reception to the City Lifestyle Accommodation? Do you know where it is?
It's upstairs, but I don't know how you need to contact them.
That makes so much sense, actually. Thank you, appreciate that.
So it turns out there is no reception. You literally have to call them, and then you receive this text. Then he took the $100 deposit out of my account, and I was in.
Now, if that ain't a sketchy way to check into a hotel, then I don't know what is. And now I literally come here. I literally have to lift this flap up. And my room keys are in this.
So finally, I could make my way up and check into my room.
I literally didn't even walk in my room, and I already heard some weird banging noises. And just look at this door. That's my room number, but just what? It's already so dirty.
And even one of the locks was broken on my door. And now it was time to enter my 1-star room.
I did not realize, but this is a hostel. This is not a hotel. What the What was I expecting? It's a
hostel, of course it's 1 star. I can't even be loud because there's guests in the other rooms.
But anyway, time for a room tour. I have this bed. I have this tiny space next to it. I have a beautiful view of a concrete wall and stains all over my carpet. I'm still trying to figure out if this is blood or not. But now time to get some of the checklists done. First, checking for bed bugs.
Dude, no. Nah.
I'm not sure what that is, but I'm gonna tick that for bed bugs. Then, if the toilet was broken. But then I noticed this mold all over the shower tiles, and it kinda distracted me that I forgot to check the toilet. But I think it worked. I'll just tick it off.
It literally stinks in here.
And another thing I noted, the shared kitchen was kinda gross. Now there was only one thing left to do. Stay overnight. And by the morning, I should know if he gives me my $100 deposit or if he scams me instead.
Boy, am I glad to be out of that hotel. That was probably one of the worst experiences of my life, and I wouldn't even wish that on my worst enemy. And I also did not get my $100 deposit back. So just like all of the reviews, I also got scammed.
And we can tick that off. Time for my review. I went to see if I had bed bugs, and I am just gonna say that is bed bugs. I went to see if my toilet was broken, but I kind of forgot, but I think it worked, but the shower was really moldy. And I wanted to see if I got scammed by not getting my $100 back, and I did get scammed. Lastly, the place was really dirty and unhygienic, and I didn't realize it was a hostel space as well. Overall, disgusting and poorly managed place. 1 star. My goal today was to suffer by going to 1-star places because all my life I've had it pretty good. And did I suffer at all? Yes, I lost money, ate a terrible pizza, and stayed in a disgusting hotel. But I also had a pretty good breakfast, despite Boss Man, and an amazing lunch. So if there's anything that this has taught me, it's to not always trust 1-star reviews. But at the same time, you should. I love you, Vic.